Hey guys, Travis here at Galen Center on day one of the semifinals, joined by Bjergsen of NIP. Bjergsen, you and I have never done an interview before, though from what I understand, you're supposed to be the most attractive European LCS player. That's what people have told me. Do you think that's true?
I don't think that's true.
Okay. Who do you think is more attractive?
Have you seen Sora Zero from Lemon Dogs?
Yes.
He's one attractive guy, man.
Okay, that's very true. That's very true. But you are here at Worlds, so what brings you to Worlds besides the games?
I just want to add Sora Zero is Danish as well, so maybe it's the Danish blood.
So we're still on the Zoro Zero thing.
We can move on.
Okay, we'll move on now. So what brings you to Worlds besides the games?
I don't know. I've never been to the US before, so I don't know. Worlds came up, and I just figured I'd want to go. We didn't qualify, and I didn't really have anything else to do because we're on a break with the team because we're just having some time off because there's a couple of months until relegation, and I just wanted to come check it out.
So what have you thought so far?
I really like it in the US. It's a lot warmer here than in Denmark because Denmark is really cold right now. But it's just overall really cool. Everything is so different. And I like that everyone speaks English because when I'm in Germany and I talk to fans, they're not always very comfortable. But in the US, I can always talk to the fans a lot and get into like a real conversation. So I really like being here.
What do you think of Riot's tournament so far and all the production they've done and all that kind of thing?
I think it's really cool. I've only been to quarters and now semis, but I really like the studio in Culver City and I really like this place, and I think it's just been really good overall. I really like it.
So right now, what are your predictions for which team is going to make it out of this day's semifinals?
Today's? I thought SKT1 would have the upper hand, but I feel like after seeing Najin play, I think Nagne did really shaky the very first game he played, but then he's played 3 games since then, and he's just been like pulling it all together. I feel like his build was kind of safe with Orion. The first game he went Athenes on Holy Grail, which is kind of a defensive item. But then the next couple of games, he felt more confident, and I just think he's been completely wrecking ever since. So I think Najin Sword may even be a contender for winning Worlds. They're doing really good.
All right, so then tomorrow, of course, you have China versus Europe, Fnatic, who I imagine you have a little bit of a place in your heart for, representing your region. What are your predictions for that?
I think Fnatic has the upper hand playstyle-wise because they play more of like a confusing game, I'd say. Split pushing and so on. Like Royal wants to focus on team fighting, but Fnatic can really split them up. So I think playstyle-wise, Fnatic has the upper hand. And of course, I really want Fnatic to win because I want to see an EU team in the final and possibly winning. But I think if Royal manages to pull a game or two ahead, then I think they can do really good. Because if they can overcome, I'd almost say Fnatic's counter playstyle, then I think they can win.
So, I heard there was some recent changes to NIP. Can you comment on that or say anything?
Yeah. We just had some issues within the team. We had picked up Mimer during the season because Extinct left the team, and it didn't really go as we wanted and just didn't really fit in. So we got Kevin and then Hercubot from SK, and we think it's gonna be really good. They're both really cool guys. We've been friends with them for a long time and just talking to them throughout the spring and summer split, and they just seem like cool guys and good players.
Have you had a chance to play with them yet, or is this sort of like after you guys come back from vacation?
I haven't had a chance to play as a team, but I've played some duo queue with both of them.
All right, and that's going well?
Yeah, it's going pretty well. Even though solo queue it's kind of hard to tell, but I know they're good players, obviously.
So I like to finish off interviews with sort of fun stuff. So do you have any interesting stories from being in the US yet, or anything that sort of is different?
I'd say pretty much everything is different. The biggest thing is probably when I went to the bathroom for the first time, and I didn't know how to flush the toilet, so I just stood there for like 10 minutes, and I was like, I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah. What was the confusion about?
I went. This is gonna sound weird, but I went to many bathrooms since I've been here for a week. So
yeah, I mean that's reasonable.
Like the very first one I went to was in some grocery store, and there were like a lot of pipes and everything. And in Europe, you press a button, and then it's cool, and then you're done. But here it was a bit more complicated.
Yeah. There were like pipes and everything.
Yeah. I even thought about calling a friend for a second and being like, hey, how does this even work?
Excuse me, I'm stuck in the bathroom. I'm confused and lost. Have you had a chance? I know everybody talks about going to In-N-Out while they're here. Have you gone to In-N-Out? Like that's been the big thing, I think.
I was actually on the plane going here, and I sat next to this girl who said he needs to go to In-N-Out and get a double animal milkshake, double thingy. I don't even know what it was, but I had it.
Double animal style.
Yeah, exactly. I got it, and it was good. I liked it.
Very good. So the verdict so far is good from foreign players. Thank you so much for the interview. You have any shout-outs, anything you want to say at the end of this?
I just really want to thank our sponsors, if I can really remember them right now, but I guess you...
Yeah, well, I'm sure you're sort of like dazed from all this, this world stuff. So, but I'm sure you want to thank your sponsors. Anything to say to your fans?
Yeah, of course, I want to thank all our fans, and I hope you support us next season. We're kind of in a rough patch with the relegation, but I believe we can fight out of it and just come out really well, because we're going to have more games than the other teams, because we're going to have the relegation. We're going to have hardcore practice up till then, where other teams might be relaxing a little bit more. Hey, Reggie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, very good. Hey, thanks for coming out and for doing the interview with me. Very cool to finally get an interview with you. I hope you enjoy the rest of Worlds. For everyone, this is Travis on day one of the semifinals at Galen Center. You can check out the rest of our coverage of Worlds and more at GameSpot.com/esports.